Yeah, Melody, and I'm Tuesday. Please be seated.
There we go. All those lines we need.
That was special for Austin. Ah! 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 This is the best thing we've ever recorded. It's Meltdown May, after all.
Recording stuff is terrible and terrifying, and sometimes, you've just got to go, there is a microphone recording, I'm not ready for this.
See, I always dread recording, not because of recording, it's just as a very broken person, I get really anxious at any obligation I have, even if I like it.
Big move.
But then once I get it, I'm like, this is fun, playing with my friends.
Yeah.
But everything is daunting otherwise.
It's having a fun chat with your friends, where if you're not paying attention, everyone will realise you don't know what's going on and you're a fool. You'll be judged.
You just gotta lean into that comic relief role, and then it's fine.
All right, are you all ready to play some D&D?
I mean...
Are you ready to solve a mystery?
I'm ready to play some D&D. I don't know if I'm gonna solve any mysteries.
I'm ready to get very lightly railroaded and then have it edited around so it sounds like I'm smart. That's what I'm ready for.
No, I'm telling Austin right now, no edits, no cuts, completely unscripted, all right?
Austin isn't gonna
unedited.
listen.
Oh no,
Now,
I have to...
if Austin was worth his chops as an editor, he would put a cut right in the middle of Chris's rant about no cuts. That just goes right straight to the episode beginning. I mean, I'm not here to tell Austin how to do his job. But
Tell him how to do his job.
Yeah, because he needs help. Boom.
Oh no.
Let's do some D&D.
I don't want to say, because I don't want to say it's not fun to dunk on Austin when he's not here, but it's more fun when you can dunk on Austin when he's here to hear it.
Oh yeah, I mean that's like the biggest cornerstone of our friendship. So I just make fun of him for hours when I hang out with him.
And he says things like, "Oh, but I'm so small and sad, my heart. And
No.
drink some coffee." That's what he sounds like.
He claps back at me a lot, so.
He claps back.
Oh
Austin?
man, he can get. I mean, he's known me for. We've known each other for like 14 years. So.
Also, let's be honest, Chris. Your Austin impression could be an impression of like anyone on this show. We're all terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to work on it. Build it up. So.
But yeah, take that, Austin. You suck. I don't know.
So last time, everybody, there was a big kerfluffle in court as you had your defendant and a, I guess, character witness. I don't know what you would call somebody who was there to also confess that they committed the crime, but you had two people trying to confess that they commit the crime to protect one another because they loved each other, and you deciphered your way through the testimony, used cross-examination, you figured out there was the potential of maybe somebody else. Maybe there was more elements going on in that room than you realized. But before court could be adjourned, there was a gunshot outside the courtroom, and you came outside to find Detective Norman Fletch had been shot.
No, my fake boyfriend.
And he said he was going to be sorry. He wasn't going to be able to make your date. But there is something in Norman's hand.
Give it.
What's
Give
in
it.
that
Can I have
hand?
it? Give it to me.
Clutched in Norman's hand is a blank piece of paper.
God damn it. Does anybody have, what is it, lemon juice?
No. The
small
lemon juice was
lamp?
already used. It needs to be exposed to light.
Okay. Let's run outside and point it at the sun.
Magnus casts light on the piece of paper.
Oh, well, that's better.
You've made the paper very bright.
All right. Well,
Done and done.
any hidden message?
No, unfortunately not.
Elvira's gonna cast Dispel Magic on the piece of paper.
Well, for one, it stops being bright.
That is true. It stops being bright.
Or is it
Huh.
milk? Can you do that with milk
Huh.
too?
We're gonna say you can't use illusionary script because you will railroad yourself out of something if you do. This is for your benefit. If you use
If you use the spell, if you dispel it, you'll destroy the clue.
yeah,
That's what you're saying.
The whatever is written on it is gone.
Okay, Chris, thank you. So I almost ruined this episode right from moment one. How's everyone else
No.
doing?
It would have been really funny though.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah.
Also, I would have done that shit too.
None of this ever happened.
I was going to say, can I cast Zone of Truth on the paper? Because the paper can't lie. Well, I
Paper
guess-
can't lie.
Yeah, I mean, it could, but it'd be the person who wrote in the paper.
Yeah.
What if I just, like, breathe on it a lot?
Hey, how about I cast detect
What
magic
if I
on
smooch
You
it?
could absolutely cast detect magic on
it? Yeah,
it.
let's do that.
It's good somebody has that.
Let's detect magic on the piece of paper.
You could do that. It is absolutely magical. It seems. Maybe I should clarify. It's not magical in the way like a +1 sword of fighting would be magical. It's definitely got a magical essence to it. It is. It
Like-
is most certainly just not a blank piece of paper.
What if I lick it?
You taste very old, gross paper.
Okay, I'm gonna try smooching it now.
Beat down Betty.
Yeah.
You get a phone call.
Hi. Hello?
Do you check the phone number?
Oh, that's true. No, she's confident in this. She's just gonna answer. it.
Okay. On the other end, you are going to hear your best friend, Zagdu. He's like, hey, that's my favorite defense team over there. How you guys doing? Hey, I want you guys to meet me at a club. I got some things. We got a private lounge. It's fantastic. You guys should definitely pop by. Let's have a fucking night.
I'll text you later.
Okay, I'm going to be waiting here for you.
Okay, that's your decision.
All right, catch you guys later.
Maybe. Bye.
All right, boop, boop. Yep, you've hung up on him.
All right, I'm gonna tell you all what he said. He said the thing. Okay. Reactions.
There you go. You conveyed it perfectly.
Hey, he wants us to go to a club. What's up with that?
I mean, well, he probably wants to buy us drinks for doing such a great job with the case.
A man is dead. An extra man. I don't think that's good, is it? At least not when it was a man I wanted to go on a date with.
Well, did our client kill this man?
I don't know, but it seems fishy. Can I? Okay. I'm gonna roll investigation
Okay.
to very respectfully go through Norman's pockets.
You can absolutely do that.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
I mean, you're able to go through it. You find out that he had gum. He had several different bandanas on him.
Why?
He had a book, like a small pamphlet called How to Make People Notice Your Teeth Less. A couple different things. A badge.
Chris, has my ability to chat to ghosts recharged?
Yeah. No, you used it last
Yeah.
time, so it would have recharged.
Okay, and do I still have Zagdu's ID?
Yeah.
Well, I
guys
pinched
took
the
his
other
wallet.
day.
You took his whole wallet, didn't you?
Yeah. So assuming there's some photo ID in there, I feel like now is the time to do a thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask some ghosts. Hey, did
ghost.
this man do the murder that we just this killing here? Did you see this man around here like seconds ago when murder occurred? That's the plan.
So let's do a persuasion check. Let's see how friendly these ghosts are going to be, because you're doing this in a courtroom, and I'm trying to think the ghosts who would occupy a courtroom are probably the most litigious, nerdy people with stupid names like Austin and tournament.
Your
Just
ski.
that.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
They would just have lame names like that.
I mean, you make a good argument. Let's see how persuasive I can be to these ghosts. 15, so like relatively persuasive. Elvira sort of, turns on the spirit box and gets the all the apparatus out and is like, "Hey, sorry to bother you all. I know you're probably really busy watching court cases happen, because I guess that's your whole deal here, like just watching infinite court cases. Anyway, gunshot out here, person dead. This man on the side, he look at all familiar. Maybe did some shooting, some murder, maybe."
So, yeah, the ghost will say to you,
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, man. I just kind of drift. I kind of float around. I'm a floater.
Gross.
I mean, I will not be including the fact that you called yourself a floater in your, like, when I quote what you said in the podcast, but sure. Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Team, we gotta go find Zagdu. We gotta take that offer up.
I could go for a drink.
Okay. I hope it's nuts. Like peanuts,
all right, so you guys are going to go visit Zagdu, who's currently hanging out at a bar in a private VIP lounge. Now, I didn't name this bar ahead of time because I want you guys to tell me, you know what this guy looks like based off the image I presented to you. What do you think would be the name of the kind of bar that person goes to would be?
The Tilted Kilt.
Tilted
I think it'd be
Kilt.
something
Isn't
like-
that a real place?
That is an actual
gonna say-
shade. It's Hooters,
Oh,
but
I was
Scottish.
thinking like some like
little Catholic schoolgirl outfits,
oh,
basically, right? Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep.
I feel like this man
Yep.
would go somewhere that was like, that had some name that alluded to the fact they like to go fox hunting. It'd be like the Fox and Ferret or something.
Chimera Wild Wings.
Can we just talk about for a second how there's a restaurant called Twin Peaks? And I thought I saw one driving down the road, and I was
no.
like, oh, maybe it's a
no.
really cool Twin Peaks themed restaurant, but it's not. It's just titties.
No.
And that's very disappointing.
Yeah, wrong kind of Twin Peaks there.
That's
Yeah.
disappointing.
Right?
They could have done so much.
Yeah, right? Cherry pie and coffee.
Yeah. This is where, if I ever watch Twin Peaks, I'd make a bunch of Twin Peaks references, but I haven't, so I'm just going to fill them in with Lost references, like a Not Penny's Boat, which is like, something just drown in water. Boom. Lost reference for no one.
I never watched Lost, so yeah.
I imagine the bar this guy was at could be called like the Socks and Birkenstocks.
See, I was thinking something like, being from South Florida, some like gross, grimy, like club where it's like called Infinity or like something weird where they have like everything's $1,000 so because you want to look real cool in front of the rich people.
What's the community joke? Single malt liquor, boobs, and billiards club or something like that?
Yeah.
Imagine it's some weird amalgamation of that, of everything everyone has suggested here. And that's the name of the bar this gentleman is at.
If I've ever wanted a piece of fan art for this show, it is a bar sign that somehow has all of those names in one sign.
Honestly, it kind of sounds like the Hustler Club. or what it would try to... what I imagine the Hustler Club is like, I should say, because I've never been to the Hustler Club.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
I would go. I'm not saying it, but... Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening.
So
Okay.
We're going to a club, that's
You
what's
guys-
happening.
you guys are going into this club. There's a lot of people dancing. You're going to drop Zagdu's name at the door, I'm assuming, and you will be led up to a private room.
Ooh,
What kind of
on the
dancing?
way-
Sorry.
I was just going to quickly ask, on the way there, are there any UV lights that I can hold this piece of paper under and see if it glows?
You absolutely can. Unfortunately, though, nothing is coming up.
Fine.
If you're asking how they dance, I do not know how preppy white guys normally dance. I assume bad. I
feet
assume it's-
firmly planted on the ground. Very slight upward down motion in the knees, swaying
I
shoulders.
was thinking like
Okay.
nerdy or like fucking line dancing or like the cha-cha slide. The cha-cha slide.
The cha-cha slide works. Line dancing,
It's
though,
so
is a
country.
very...
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's just like I'm very amused at the idea of that level of coordination by
And-
a bunch of people who all want their ego to be at the forefront of everything. So I was like, they could never do something as elegant as line
So
dancing.
they'd just be like pushing each other the whole time.
Yep. So you're going to be led up to this private room. All the seats are made of velvet. It is got kind of like relatively dim lighting to it, but it's all very like the lighting that is there are all these obnoxious blues and purples and everything like that. And sitting there on a golden couch
No.
is Zagdu himself.
God.
And he's like, hey, my favorite defense team. And he's giving you finger guns the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
What are you sorry about?
When we talked earlier, I assumed that you were like from actual money.
Burn!
My mistake.
He's like, they call me Mr. Worldwide.
Is that Pitbull?
I'm sure they do.
It's
That is Pitbull. Yes.
It's me now. Who's Pitbull?
Well, I
It's me,
think the term
Zagdu.
of Mr. Worldwide is only like 6 years, so
Yeah. I'll defend it when the time comes up.
Do you have any pictures of yourself from like, I don't know, not this week, some older ones, or maybe you've been wearing some jewelry you might not be wearing now?
Nah, I don't. Hey, did you guys see my wallet? Can't really spot it anywhere.
Oh,
Never
seen a wallet before.
ever seen one. Ever.
Give me a bluff check.
What's a
Didn't know they-
you
wallet?
carry. Wait, you
give me
carry a
a
wallet?
give me a deception check.
Oh god.
I've never once in my life seen a wallet.
I have a bonus on that. That's a crit.
Hey.
That is
21.
25. Oh.
What is there? It's that number. Cool. That's not a bad number, but I'll botch, so. Oh, 13, okay.
That's very good. No, you guys absolutely are able to succeed in the bluff check or deception check. So Zagdu is just gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? If you find it, just throw it away." I'm like a mother bird. The moment something of mine hits the floor, I just immediately want to throw it out. It's dirty then. I was gonna ask for the condom out of it, but then I realized I just keep one around my neck as a necklace. So
Ow!
You keep
don't need to really worry. about
No, I need to worry about that.
You keep finding ways to make this man worse, and I am impressed and horrified.
Plus, it's not a good idea to keep in your wallet generally. But that's a talk for another time.
it. Yeah, we gotta talk about important things right now. Hey, get yourself a drink. It's on me. But in the meantime, while that order's coming in, gotta talk to you guys. Loving what you're doing. It's great. I need you to bring it home tomorrow, though.
Well, I mean, we're legally obligated to. Court cases are only allowed to last for 3 days.
Yeah.
Is there like a regular
need you-
chair that I could
I
turn
need-
around and sit on with like from behind so I can get really close to him intimidatingly?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
He's gonna say, I get that. I hear you. I need you to hear me. I need you to bring it home tomorrow. Okay?
What is it you mean by bring it home?
I mean,
I
I,
need you
never
to
take
wrap
work
this
home.
up.
with me.
Wrap this up how?
I need you to get it done.
What outcome of this case do you want, Zagdu? If that is your real name.
It is his real name. We know that for reasons.
I know, I just want to be intimidating.
He says, why would I hire the best defense team ever if I didn't want the right
No.
result?
Don't patronize me. I know we're not the best lawyers here.
Wait. We're not the best lawyers?
Magnus, honey. Think about yourself for a minute. Neither are you. But we're fun, right? But I think you got some bullshit happening. What's your fucking deal, man?
Hey, I mean, you were the one who said you aren't the best team. Maybe that's not my thoughts. That's yours. And hey, if you think you're a subpar defense team, that's on your chest. But even as the subpar defense team, just make sure it gets done tomorrow, right? You know?
I want to crack my knuckles really aggressively, grab the collar of his shirt, and roll intimidation and say, I need you to start telling me the truth here, Zagdu.
Okay.
26!
So you get in close to his face, and you're grabbing onto his clothes. Immediately upon grabbing his clothes, something feels off. And in this moment of intimidation, Zagdu's kind of very carefree expression drops, and you'll notice like a crackling red fire in his eyes.
Is that a lich thing? I don't know.
And he says, "Nobody talks to me like that."
And how come?
You know, I went out of my way to hire the dumbest fucking law team I could, but I never could have imagined you would be this stupid and incompetent. And in this moment, Zagdu's image that you see of a preppy, dorky aristocrat, so to speak, fades away, and the image you see before you is what I'm throwing into the Roll20 right now.
Yeah. I was gonna ask a second ago when you said the whole,
real quick for the audience, what do you see here?
What do we see here?
fucking demon skeleton lord.
Is that a lich?
That is.
I see the dice 20 dice or D20 dice roll. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I have never seen a more like King of the Skeletons image.
Mm-hmm. The lich has a skeletal head, crackling red eyes, wrinkled, shriveled fingers, very elaborate capes and everything like that. This is essentially a supervillain by all metrics in design.
So,
and they have revealed themselves.
See,
to you.
I have to ask one question. Is the condom necklace around his neck, is that the fucking phylactery?
Would it be?
Yes. It has to be. It has to be now.
If he's got a phylactery, I can't imagine anything other than he's hiding it behind a fucking condom
A prophylactic
necklace.
phylactery.
Well, you'd want protection, wouldn't you?
I mean, no one's gonna look behind
They're
that.
like, I don't know what that is in that condom. I don't want to touch that.
Oh.
It's like when you find them on the side of the road. Which is often.
So we've now all seen him in lich form, huh? Get us on the stand under Zone of Truth, then.
No, because it's still broken. Right?
There are other people who can cast Zone of Truth.
Well, I can, but I'm not allowed to, or I'll get dead.
Oh, God. Okay.
Well, you know what? I would say he's revealed himself to you. This is a good moment to talk to him because attempting to fight him is a fool's errand, so to speak.
All right.
Okay, so let's just be direct about this. You fucking did it, huh? And you want us to you want us to
Cover
find
it up.
anyone but you guilty, right? And you thought we were too fucking stupid to work out it was you. Is that about it?
I just wanted you to get this wrapped up as quickly as possible so that I can get back to my new property.
But I mean, you're 6, right? Right. The whole time, right?
Nope. 100% Zagdu in the flesh.
Oh, so what's your deal then, Zagdu?
Yeah, how are you connected to that whole tower? How did you get involved in this? We need to know how you did this so that we can follow your instructions and get anyone but you found guilty. Because, we need to know what evidence not to bring up, and that requires knowing what you did.
He's just gonna chuckle. He's gonna say, "You're looking at the new owner of the Tower of Insanity."
You killed her so that you could have it then.
Oh, it'd be nice. I already have a crypt. I already have a tomb. I have everything except a tower. And grabbing it from somebody who was potentially already going to become a rival feels all the sweeter, doesn't it?
But why do you need the car to be guilty? I mean, you're a lich, right? You can just be like, hey guys, I did it, and no one's gonna do anything, right? Right. I mean, like,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
nothing
I
come
mean-
for you. Let's be real.
I could always fly into the courtroom and zap everybody who's coming after me with a finger of death and solve my problems that way. But after so long, it gets old. You see, I've conquered adventurers. I've obliterated avatars. I've outlived the gods. So after a while, you start having to find new challenges.
Like
Thought
getting.
I'd see if I could get my way out of court.
I mean, you say new challenges like you're anything to do with the challenge. We're the ones doing the court thing.
Yeah, and you're doing a shit job of it.
I mean, I think
But that's
we're doing
what you wanted.
You
Don't
you hired
Don't
us
you
to defend someone, and we defended them. Not our fault you didn't tell us what we were doing.
Well, I'm assuming he wants us to find her guilty so he doesn't have to go through any paperwork or whatever the fuck it is liches do.
Yeah.
But everything
But he
paperwork!
hired-
Apparently, we're not good attorneys.
Why did you hire us to defend her then?
Also, you made a mistake in thinking that we were the worst. We're just very mediocre.
No, we're very good attorneys.
I'm just gonna pat
We
you
are.
patronizingly.
We are mediocre attorneys with like occasional flashes of brilliance. Not consistent enough to win cases a lot, but like we have more moments.
I gotta be honest, I'm real pissed off at you two. You knew we weren't good attorneys.
I
No,
mean,
we're great. Hey, Magnus. Look at me. We have always been the greatest attorneys in the world.
I mean, my purse is shaped like a gun. I've got like 5 knives in my shoe. I don't know what you expect.
Yes, that makes you an amazing attorney. You believe me, right, Magnus? That's you believe me, right?
You know, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do anymore. Talk to the lich.
Well, since you're very fancy in the social things, maybe he'll listen to you. I don't know. I don't think I can just like beat a lich to death.
You are the star player of our team.
Do you think so? Do you think if I just tried, I could maybe get the lich to like?
I mean, it's that I'm gonna try beating him to death with a baseball bat, and then we'll all be dead. So
Yeah, we believe in you.
I mean, I just realized that I'm not entirely sure what we're doing here.
oh god.
Oh God, I really am a terrible attorney. Well, at least I stand to inherit a fortune.
It's okay. Thank you for using your fortune to ensure we can stay and work.
Yeah, we may not be the best attorneys, but we have fun, right?
Good. Have all the fun you want and just get it done tomorrow.
What does that even mean? You can't
It's
just
very
say keep
clear.
it done.
It-
You need to tell me what verdict you want, you goblin. You're not even a lich,
If the
you're
frogs-
a goblin.
If the frogs found guilty. Sorry.
Guilty.
If the frogs found guilty, you stand to make a lot of money.
Well, I mean, we don't need a lot of money from you. Like, Magnus, you can help us out on that front, right?
Ooh, actually, the estate said that they can't send any more money for this. So, I mean, I'm gonna be fine, but
It's fine.
the law
It's-
office.
It's fine. It's fine. When my podcast about this whole series of things goes really big, it's going to be the next serial. We're going to be fine. The law office is going to be fine.
Is
Gonna
that
be fine.
cereal, as in Cereal?
Yes. About the serial murderer who murdered people using, Cocoa Pops.
Cocoa Pops.
I mean, Booberry's still around to testify to his killer. We should be talking to him.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, what did you say there?
Who, to me?
you
Yes,
say?
sorry,
I just made a Booberry joke. That's it.
sorry, my brain glitched for a second there. Right.
Well, I think you can talk to him as much as you want. The key to this, though, I feel as though it should be fairly obvious who is behind it at this point. This isn't sort of a mystery where it's like, there's 7 different people and any of them could have done it.
It's how do we prove this man did it?
Exactly. And he is likely not going to implicate himself in any way. So you still have time before the next court date. There is still time to do more investigation if you need to.
Yeah, so I've got a couple of thoughts of avenues of investigation. First of all, go to our magical frog friend and see if they can maybe help us with the blank piece of paper that is magical.
I mean, we can prove Zagdu is there because his ring is in our possession, gathered out of the ooze pit.
And we have his wallet.
The ring is not in your possession. The ring was devoured. You know that it exists.
Oh,
because
right.
the
Okay,
ooze
that's
told
right.
you.
So we know that he was there.
Additionally, like the first letter of his name isn't exactly solid evidence. Regardless, it's kind of circumstantial.
Well, we could have-
no. Based on that description and the description of this club together, I don't think there'd be any doubt in anyone's mind that it's his ring.
Yeah, I know. But then we could also be asking around, hey, now that 6 is gone, who's supposed to inherit the tower, and how and why, and would that person have known that they were next in line to inherit the tower, etc.? Establish a motive.
Well, and I mean, we could also put the ooze on the stand.
Can we put the ooze on the stand?
Ooze on the stand?
Still, I mean, we gave him sentience, right? Why couldn't we?
Yeah, but
He only exists with sentience while the staff is
Well,
nearby
we'll poke
him.
him when he gets on the stand. Just bring a pile of ooze, put it in the chair, and then poke him.
That's an option you can
It's
do.
probably a dumb one.
I would say, look, so Kara is currently going to be in prison. She's in holding right now. So you could talk to her. It's going to be, through the glass at a detention center kind of thing.
Well,
Outside of that, the other 3 real people you could talk to would be Riku, the Bone Devil, Stinkbutt, the Troglodyte janitor, and then Ali Goop, the ooze.
I feel like Kara is top of my list I'd like to talk to just for advice on what to do with the paper.
Would Norm's ghost be hanging around potentially?
I used up my ghost chatting time.
Damn, okay.
I don't got no ghost minutes left.
Oh no.
I'm trying to figure out who... he's carrying the note. What was he doing before he died, and where was he
we
going
still
to
haven't
with
figured
it?
it out.
That's what I'm saying, is that
There's a note.
So
we could track that down.
you're referring to Norm?
Yeah, he had the note.
The dead guy.
Yeah.
So you know what Norm was doing. You guys told him to follow Zagdu and investigate Zagdu.
And presumably Zagdu caught him following him and did him a murder.
And we don't know what this gosh darn note says. Is there a forensics lab?
Let's go to Kara, ask about magic and magic hidden words on paper.
Yeah.
So, can I perform an Arcana check on it? I mean, I know what it is, but
On the paper?
yeah,
You could do it. We
to
kind of
determine
already
to determine what spell might be used on it.
Sure.
Okay. Because once that's established, 16.
You know that there is a relatively common first level spell often called illusory script.
Right, which
And-
means that whoever wrote it, they determined who can read it, and any attempt to do anything about it would ruin it. And there's a time limit of 10 days from the time it was written to
Now-
figure it out.
2 things to note on that. 1, the duration can always be altered, as there are ways in D&D to make certain spells permanent.
Sure.
So there are ways to do that. It's also worth noting that a creature with true sight can read whatever's on it, even if they're not the person.
Yes.
And true sight is a spell a lot of different characters can get.
Not one I have.
Right.
I don't think it's
We
one
can't
I
all
have
have true
either. No. Would Kara perhaps have true sight?
Oh, I'm like, or if he chose who could see it, I feel like it may be the judge. Or like,
Well, we don't know who wrote
it's
it.
true, it's true, it's true. Alright, I say let's go show it to Kara.
Yeah.
All right.
I miss her anyway.
You guys will go. You're going to be taken to the detention center, and nope, you're not talking to Ali Goop. Sorry. You guys are going to go to the detention center, and you will be offered some time to speak with Kara Mitt, the Grung Wizard Apprentice.
Hey, you difficult little muffin, we got something we'd like you to see.
Oh, hi everybody. I'm sorry if me and Riku made things difficult. Once I remembered that Riku was in the room, I realized if it wasn't me, then it had to be them.
Except
and I'd rather go to jail than let them go.
Hey.
Yeah, it turns out it's a property dispute. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, we know who did it. The person, like, just, did a villain monologue and admitted to it. We know it's not you. We know it's not Riku. Please stop admitting to a crime you didn't do. But, like, maybe you can help us, because we know who did it. We just have to prove that they did it. And we need you to just help us now on that front.
You guys have done so much for me and Riku. I'll do anything to help. She's going to give you a big thumbs up.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright,
So,
does this look
Sorry,
like
yeah.
anything?
It looks like a piece of paper.
Is that it?
Okay. Do you have? Can you cast True Sight?
No, that's a higher level spell than I can cast.
do you know anyone that can cast True Sight?
Well, Six could have.
She's dead,
Yeah.
though.
Do you know anyone alive who can do that spell?
I don't, but hey, I kind of recognize that paper.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
I think that's from a notebook in Six's desk.
Oh.
Oh. Is that the notebook we have in our list of things we have?
No, you don't have
No,
a
that's her
notebook, you have-
spell.
Oh, that's
Kara's
a spell book.
book.
Sorry, I saw we had a book in our list of clues. That seems worth investigating. Do you know what that book contained?
Oh, I don't know. It was all private stuff for Master Six.
I bet it was
I don't
nasty.
really know what she was doing.
Was there anyone other than Six who could read it?
Well, I don't think so. Well, it was just stuff she wanted to know.
What about Riku? Is he the strong magic guy?
Well, they don't use magic at all.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, other questions. Do you have any knowledge of a man called Zagdu? Shows the ID. Any idea about this person?
No, he looks like a douche though.
oh,
Yeah,
I
That
have
is
no
correct.
Yeah, that's the douche who hired us. Also the douche that did this.
And made me question myself for a moment, which
The truest crime of all.
idea. No,
You've not even told people your full title in like 20 minutes. I'm worried for your safety.
Lil Kara. Yeah. If somebody, what valuable? I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of valuables, but I want you to think. Can you think of any really big reason that somebody would want to go to the fullest lengths as they can to own the tower? Like, is there like, not just besides the normal spells and shit, is there something extra special?
About the tower?
Yeah,
I mean,
the Tower of Insanity.
Yeah, well, I mean, it has a lot of those weird Yeah. Well, it has a lot of those, like, weird wizard things. I mean, there's a lot of magic experiments going on there. All sorts of stuff. I guess there's a bunch of them all over the multiverse.
But can you think of anything that would make the Tower of Insanity itself specifically beneficial to somebody who was maybe a lich?
I guess it'd be a fun way to kill adventurers. It's pretty dangerous if the traps aren't turned off.
Okay, well,
Oh, wait a minute. You said you need a true sight, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's scrolls of true sight in the lab.
And I don't know how these scrolls work. Could, like, anyone use them if they had the scroll?
Yes, let's go.
All right, to the lab.
Oh, before we go, do you know anything about property transfer rights and who's next in line to own the tower?
I just asked that. Elvira, please.
Okay.
I don't.
I was just trying to
Put it in
help.
the dark about that.
Go to
Okay.
bed. Go to bed, Kara. It's bedtime. Go to bed.
It's 2 p.m.
I love it. We're the lawyers asking our client about property transfer.
It's so
Hey,
good.
We are the best lawyers.
Kara, if I could just ask you something real quick. What's an objection mean? All right, so you guys are going to head back to the Tower of Insanity, and you're going to go back up to the lab where the crime took place.
I feel like we're walking here every day, and I'm very tired of it.
It's a long walk. It's a lot of stairs.
I'm tired of seeing this ugly fucking tower. I just want a pizza.
Okay, so Magnus Finkwhistle of the Harkraven Finkwhistle, heir to the Finkwhistle estates, goes looking for a true sight scroll in among the stacks.
So when you get inside the room, you'll be greeted with who else but your good buddy Stinkbutt.
Stink boy!
Hey!
Howdy there, fellas!
Hey, sorry I yelled at you
What?
earlier.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, y'all got that condiment sandwich for me?
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Oh,
Oh,
and it's a day extra stale, so bonus.
Ooh, extra juicy. I told y'all, I didn't even tell y'all I wanted a Jersey style.
It's funny because it's true.
He's gonna chow down.
So while
Great.
you're enjoying your meal, could we have like a true sight scroll maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Exactly that. My good buddy.
Oh, Magnus wasn't even going to wait. He was just going to walk past him at this point and go find one.
Absolutely. When you go to where the scrolls are, though, you'll notice that they're all gone.
God damn it!
And he's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize y'all needed any of those. I'd have handed them over before I threw them away."
Wait, why did you throw away scrolls that were perfectly good?
The boss told me to.
Who
Jeez.
told
boss?
you to?
Yeah, the new guy, the new boss. He said to throw away everything in here like that because he didn't need them no more.
Does the new boss happen to look something like this?
Oh yeah, you got one of them fancy IDs already? That's nice.
Yeah, do you know anything about this man? Had you seen this man like before today?
Well, he called me Stinky a whole bunch of times. So, that wasn't a great start to my day.
So
But,
you threw them in the ooze?
yep, dumped them all into the
How
ooze pit.
recently?
Like, I don't know, a couple hours ago. Little guy should have nobbled them all up now.
But can I?
Okay.
You guys need one?
Just on the off chance Alvaro wants to go flying down there to see if there's any left.
Well, and also I wonder. I'm like, I don't know how ooze works, right? But what? This is so stupid. I'm like, what if Allie Goop knows how to cast True Sight because he ate the scroll?
And unfortunately does not work that
But
way.
it would be good if it did.
Magnus is going to go over to Six's desk and see if the notebook is
Yeah.
in the desk still.
Yep, there is a notebook
Okay.
in there.
We'll take that.
Okay. So, Elvira Rose is flying down to see if there's anything in the pit. And as mentioned before, the pit is filthy. It is impossible to actually see into it. It is very murky because it's generally just filled with trash. But you do know that there is a gray ooze inside there that eats everything that goes inside.
Is there any scrolls not consumed?
You would have to start diving into the waters to find out.
Oh. Alvaro's kind of tempted to take that risk.
You need like an ooze scuba suit.
A scuba
Scuba suit. That sounds like some doctors.
Can we at the very least, can we just use the wand again and go like, hey, slime, please don't bother us. We need to see if there's any scrolls left.
You could. It's still a deeply unpleasant process. But in the meantime, Stinkbutt's going to come up to you guys and say, "Oh, why are you guys all concerned? Was there something important I shouldn't have dumped in there?"
Well, we were hoping to get a scroll of true sight from the stack, because, we knew it was there. It's real important for the case, but,
Well, how important to the case?
Like-
Are you guys going to find little Kira innocent?
Hold on, I wanna. Okay.
Hey, we know that Kara's innocent, and we believed that having a scroll of true sight would be able to help us prove that.
that would give us the evidence. We should give us the evidence we need to prove it.
I
Yeah.
want to show the paper to Stinkbutt. Does this look like anything to you?
Well, so before let's go back to what they're saying, where they're trying to kind of appeal to Stinkbutt.
Okay.
And to that, Stinkbutt's going to say, "If it's that important to the case, I'll help you. Little Kara's always been nice to me, so I can help her out too." And you're going to see him just hold his nose, and he's just going to jump into the water.
Oh, he can ooze dive.
Stinkbutt is the best.
He's good. He's a good guy. Good guy. Salt of the earth.
I want him to be friends with, like, Wolf from season 3 of Dice Funk. I think they would make good friends.
Every so often, you're going to hear it like his head rise out of the water. He's like, "Ow! Ow! Ow! Stop it, little guy! Ow!"
Can we use the rod to stop the slime attacking?
Yeah, you can. Like a little ooze, alley ooze is going to walk up to you guys. Or sorry, alley goop. And is going to walk up to you, or I guess
Slide.
squirm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wiggle over to you guys and be like, "Oh, hey there, guys. How you all doing?"
We're doing all right, doing all right.
Cute.
We're just...
Did,
Oh, sorry.
did that little thing I nibble on the other day help you out?
It really did, and maybe you'll be able to help us out again. Do you remember some bits of some paper, some scrolls being thrown in here a little while ago?
Oh, yeah, they were yummy. There was so many, I got so full.
Did you get so full that you had to save one for dessert and you haven't got round to it yet?
Oh, I don't know. A lot of them go splish-splashing around, so I'm going to have to swim around and then find them. It's like a little surprise.
Okay, well, we could really use one of them if one is okay to take.
Oh, well, I might go hungry then. Do you have something to replace it with? Can I eat your puss?
I was gonna pull ham out of my purse.
I want the purse.
But it's bespoke. Okay.
Does that make it tasty?
Probably. It costs a lot more money, which means it tastes better, am I right?
Oh, that's good.
Alright, so I guess I'll take all my purse contents out, and I'm just gonna retcon this and say I have many inside pockets in my beautiful suit as well. Because I don't want to take my phone or my ID, but he can have the purse, and I will shed a tiny tear.
Yeah. Oh, it tastes so good. You can really taste the bespeckled.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, in that case, do you mind us just having one of those itty bitty scrolls?
Yeah, sure, if you can find one in there.
That's
And after a long period of time, you'll hear Stinkbutt raise his head out of the water and be like, "Ah, found one!"
Oh.
what is it?
He's going to swim his way over to you, and he's going to hand you the scroll. It's somewhat chewed up, but it is still usable.
That's... You might have just saved the case, Stinkbutt.
Go! Does that mean I get a medal?
Well, I don't know about that, but
No,
you might be unemployed.
I can make
If-
one
anyway.
from the top of a yogurt.
Hey, if if we save Kara, I will go to one of those places on the corner that makes like, print what you want on a medal for like £3, and I will get you a medal.
Oh, that'd be nice. I ain't never had a medal before. I ain't never accomplished
We
anything
could just
before.
make-
It'll say world's greatest stink butt.
Ah, it's me!
It is you.
What's the scroll?
All right, you're gonna take a look at the scroll.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It is a scroll of true seeing,
Fuck.
True seeing.
For St. Christ.
which gives you true sight.
Yay!
So who deserves it?
Are any of us particularly magic?
I mean, I did just sacrifice my incredibly cool purse.
Okay,
I
fine.
mean,
You could...
by all means, fine, you do it.
Okay, I do it. Give it to me. Give me it.
All right. Well, hold on one second.
No,
I gotta just double check some wording on something.
never.
Okay. Yeah. No. You can cast the spell and give yourself true sight, and if you want to look at the paper, then you will see there are words on it.
What do they
What
say?
do those words say?
What languages do you speak?
I
Son of a
speak
bitch.
common and infernal.
Infernal is the one we're looking for.
Whoa!
Oh, thank the heavens.
It is gibberish to you.
No!
It is a bunch of different sounds that make a word, apparently.
Can you, write it down?
Can I read it to you guys in the language you understand?
Yep.
And
You can absolutely do that. If you translate it though, it's still gibberish.
maybe it's a code.
Look, it looks like a word. It's just one of those words you really don't know how to pronounce very well.
All right, well, let's look at the rest of the notebook.
Yeah.
Because this is probably a page from it, and figure out where
Yeah.
it goes in there, and maybe there's some context or something.
Yeah, now I can read the whole notebook. Good job, me.
If you go through the notebook using the true scene, you're able to find a whole bunch of stuff pertaining to the actual tower. You find out the way different traps work. You find out a list of all the different powerful equipment artifacts that are in Six's possession, and basically this book intimately kind of explains everything about Six's tower. This seems to be a very personal notebook about everything that she needs to keep the tower running as ruthlessly efficient as possible. There's even information on various different people within the group.
Any names stick out?
There's lots of names. I mean, you'll see there's a section on Kara that talks about how she's useful for low-level spell casting, so she doesn't have to waste spell slots. There's a page on Stinkbutt that's just he gets it done, God the spell, but he gets it done. And there's various
What
other
about
people
Riku?
that you haven't met. There's not a page on Riku.
Is there a page on Zagdu?
Nope.
Is there a page about liches?
There's a page about her detailing the process to become a lich, where she's writing down various formulas and things like that to basically come to the conclusion that her ritual of killing everyone else in the tower would lead to her becoming a lich.
Is there any page about who would get the tower in the event of her death?
There is not. You don't think it's an inheritance thing so much as the current owner is dead, so someone else could just buy it. So as you guys are mulling around, you're thinking about this, another figure is going to come up to you.
Whomst?
And it is Riku. And they say, hello there.
Hi,
Hey.
I want to show him the translation. Do you know what this word means?
Before I acknowledge what you have placed in front of my face,
No.
allow me to apologize for what happened yesterday.
Oh, for the whole
I appreciate-
you admitting to a crime that also your girlfriend had already admitted to that neither of you did.
Yes. It was unbecoming, but I will do everything to protect Kara. She is most precious thing in the world to me.
It's okay. I'm sorry I snapped. You've
I
made
told her son.
You've made for great radio.
Oh, thank you. She is my sunshine. She is first thing I look forward to every day.
Oh, okay, but what does this paper say? I'm gonna slap him in the face with it.
They are going to look at the paper, and then they are going to rip it out of your hands.
This is the translated copy. This isn't the OG.
Why do you have this?
Why do you care?
This has true name on it.
Oh. So yeah, you know that detective who got shot in the courtroom?
No, but continue.
Oh, okay. Well, there was a detective.
I do not care about other people that are not Kara.
Okay, in the courtroom, there was a detective. We sent the detective to go follow after the person we now know is the killer. And he was found dead. He was shot. He had this written on a piece of paper in hidden, invisible language in his hand when he died.
It's a page taken from Six's notebook in the tower. So, apparently, the Zagdu, the person responsible for all of this, used your true name to cause you to perform the murder of Six after he stole it from her own book.
Oh, and he will be the skeleton you saw.
That is awful.
Yeah, that skeleton knew your true name.
It is very uncomfortable.
Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to.
We do, however, have to have this in evidence.
Yeah.
If it brings person who put Kara through so much trauma to justice, you may do it.
You're a
Would
real
you-
G.
Would you be willing to testify that this is your true name in court?
Yes, I write piece of paper that say that true name.
Okay. Thank you. We recognize this is an awkward situation, but thank you.
Yep, it's pretty poopy. Make sure that person that does all of this is, I don't know, has head cut off and stapled to crotch or whatever punishment they do in your court.
I have some friends with some very powerful axes. I'll get on it.
Excellent. You are my favorite.
Is it all the violence and the crime?
Yes, I am devil from hell, so, I do enjoy some of that stuff. Not all of it. Not stereotype.
No, but sometimes you just gotta beat lies out of people. We're not in the courtroom right now.
No, I like to make everybody watch the Air Buddy sequels because they get uncomfortable and they hate it. That gives me joy.
That's
I have a hate movie watching podcast if you want to check it out.
what's it called?
Bony person hate watches movies and forces them to watch it. Mostly cats. The podcast.
That is a long name.
I bet you
Yeah.
get great SEO on it, though.
We don't come up in algorithm very much. I assume that it is a problem with Schmeitunes that in this world.
Well, court.
All right. If you guys basically have at this point everything in your possession you need.
Do we? Let's see. Because we need to have everything necessary to prove that that's what happened. We haven't. We have an eyewitness that places Zagdu at the scene in Riku. We have
We have a slime
name
witness.
that was in his possession.
Yeah. We have a slime witness who can attest about a ring with Zagdu's first initial on.
And a stinkbutt can testify to the fact that Zagdu is the new boss, also. With a complete motive.
Now, as I mentioned, everything you have is over there. Excuse me. All right, so you guys are going to head back to court for the final day.
Woo!
And everyone you know is going to be there. I'm assuming you're bringing Allie Goop and you're going to bring the rod.
Yep.
Maybe we have Allie Goop in like a little wheelbarrow. Because it'd be cute.
Oh boy, where are we going?
To court!
I've never been outside the tower. This is so cool.
You're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna have to say things to a bunch of people that are true, which we know are true because you're a good Bane. So it's like a.
Can I eat everything?
No, then you'll go to jail.
But
Oh, but
if
can I eat my way out of
I
jail?
guess you could, yeah.
but you
mean-
shouldn't.
Oh, it's fine.
If you're behaved, we will go find like a really fancy antique shop, and we'll just like leave you outside the front door.
I was gonna say we can go to the landfill.
Oh boy,
What if we went to?
I can't wait to eat everything.
Yay! This isn't gonna cause problems later.
Not for us.
And then who else should be there but Zagdu
Yeah,
in
yeah.
their disguised form.
Yep. All right.
So, back at the trial, Judge Bot is going to bang their gavel and go, "Court is now in session for final day of trial. Merp, merp. Defense, are you ready?
Hell yeah!
Prosecution, are you ready?" And Damascus is going to say, "Ready as ever." And the Judge Bot will say, "Excellent. Then let's proceed." Clack. That sounded them clacking their little gavel. And Judge Bot will say, "Last time it was brought up that Riku and Kara both were trying to say that they did it. And then a figure of skeletal nature was brought up as potentially also being in the room. Curious mysteries. Can you solve them?"
Yes. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damascus is going to look over to you guys and say, "Can you?"
Well, we know who did it, and we have the evidence. Whether we are competent enough to do this is another matter, but we think we can do it.
We're pretty incompetent, or so I've been told.
That means we're pretty
Then-
and we're incompetent.
"Then together we will get to the truth of this matter." So, who are you calling as your witness?
I think we should start with Stinkbutt and establish motive.
Okay, so we're gonna zoom over a lot of these because these people have already been to court and have
Sure.
kind of had their information stated. So you want to have Stink Butt up to show a motive with Zagdu,
Yeah.
okay? And you're gonna have after Stink Butt, who would you like to have up?
Riku? No, yeah. Or should Riku
Yeah.
be the like final blow?
Well, likely you'll have to actually interview Zagdu.
Okay, so that'll be
Yeah.
the final blow. All right.
So right now, if you want, well, here's the thing: you can have these other people up if you want to get information to confirm things ahead of time, and then once you get into Zagdu, then you don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah,
You're basically saying we've established these pieces in ahead of time.
I think that's the idea, is we get each of those three people to come up and say, like, here's our testimony, which is our justification for getting Zagdu up on the stand.
Okay, so eventually there's no one left to call up but Zagdu himself, and he's gonna come up and he's gonna be like, "Hey, what's going? What's poppin', guys? Callers, you know what I'm saying? Judge, looking sharp. Love the teeth. Love them."
I just want to ask. I thought that magic was not allowed in the courtroom. But this defendant here has a very, very clear disguise, and I feel like there's gotta be a way for us to deal with
Like,
that.
dispel magic or something?
Damascus is going to say that it doesn't disable magic. I might as well just say it as him. It doesn't disable magic coming in, so if they're already disguising themselves with a high-level spell, they could presumably continue the disguise.
But that's not judge. That's not judge. That's not justice.
Zagdu's going to laugh and say, "Does it really matter, you know? Does it really matter? Really?"
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it would really go like a long, long, long way to helping prove our case if we could just, get you to drop the facade.
You just,
Hey, Judge. And the judge is going to be like, yes, I have been called upon. Zagdu will say, if by the end of this testimony I'm not found guilty, then it means the frog did it, right? How about we just make that clear? And the judge will be like, defense, if this is not the individual who was responsible, is there anyone else who could have done it?
well, I mean, it depends on,
We believe
Well,
this...
sure, there are lots of people who could have done it.
Yeah, but we believe this man did it.
I think we just need to piss him off a lot again.
All right, terms are agreed upon. If you cannot find the defendant agreed. The terms are that if you cannot find Zagdu guilty, then Kara will be found guilty of crime. Justice!
All right.
And at that moment, Zagdu will shed away his preppy form and reveal himself to be the Lich.
Oh, well, look at that.
He's like, it's pretty nice to stretch my legs, Well, what's left of them? That's undead humor for you.
Then nobody
Hey.
liked it.
Yeah, so this is
Nobody likes you.
Yes,
this
they
is
do.
the skeleton. This is the skeleton who was in the room that was seen in the room where the murder happened.
Yeah, that's pretty much hearsay, though. I mean, is it a crime to be a skeleton these days?
Well, no, we have a witness in Riku who saw you in the room, and Magnus gestures to Riku and says, "Is this the skeleton that you saw on the night of the murder?"
Rico will say, I believe so, yes. I only saw for a brief moment, but it looks like them.
And Zagdu's just gonna say, I mean, isn't that a little bit flimsy?
Well,
Isn't that the person who cut off the head of the person we're all here for?
Well, let's get to
because
that.
the frog used their true name?
where
Funny
would
you
they,
should bring that up.
Where would they have gotten the true name? We had no proof of that.
I mean, when you own something like that, you gotta generally use the true name. Otherwise, they just try to kill you. You don't want to let good labor go away like that, right?
So
But it's interesting that you say that, because we have right here a piece of paper containing the true name of Riku. Do you recognize this?
Oh, God, I'm so busy, I don't really know. Looks like a piece of paper there.
It sure does. It sure does. It's a piece of paper that corresponds to a notebook that had been in Six's desk, and this piece of paper contains the true name of Riku. Riku, is that not correct?
Yes, that is correct. It is my name.
and how this
True
paper
name.
came to be in our hands is because I sent the very handsome, will be missed detective, Norm, to follow you in your human form. And all of a sudden, he's dead and has a piece of paper in his hands.
Does the defense have any evidence to coincide that fact, or are we just taking your word for it?
Well, no, he was found with the crumpled piece of paper in his hand returning from your office.
Yeah, he was in the court. Like, they know. The crime scene was done, probably. It's a courthouse. Why wouldn't they do the crime scene stuff?
And you have video surveillance or something that proves that they took it from me? And Damascus is going to shake their heads and say, there was an error with the surveillance yesterday.
Of course there was.
I mean,
So let's just add some more. Let's just add something else onto this fire. We have Stinkbutt saying that one of your first things you did the other day was get rid of every scroll of true sight in the tower. Very specific spell to try and dispose of. Coincidentally,
No, that was he had him get rid of everything in the tower. You're barking up a.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
thought it was all the true sights.
No, he's having him
Wasn't
get
it?
rid of everything in the office.
Yeah, it was all the scrolls.
Oh,
One
okay.
scroll of true sight managed to survive, but all of them got through.
My apologies. Okay, I'll wind that back.
You just say, I mean, as it is now, it looks like you have a hypothetical piece of paper that hypothetically could have came from me. But I mean, even if it did, I do own the place now, so I
Yes.
probably grabbed it at some point and dropped it.
But
I'm
you-
kind of a klutz like that.
You didn't own the place when it was removed because the notebook was undisturbed in the desk until after the murder.
Is that true? Huh. Interesting. Maybe I got it sometime before that then.
How?
I've been eyeing the
Oh.
place up for a little bit.
How would you have gotten it ahead of time?
I mean, high-level spellcasters, we can do a lot of fun stuff. Doesn't mean I killed 6, though.
But why would you
I'm-
have done it?
I'm real curious how you end up with something as specific as a true name prior to a murder that might have involved a true name. That's a very specific thing to get your hands on.
I didn't say I got that specific piece of paper, though. I mean, I got a lot of things. You know, you gotta do your surveillance, you gotta look an area around. That's not illegal, is it?
I mean, oh, no. I'm thinking more. I just want to punch him, and I know that's crime.
So you're doing very good. There's deliberately levels that you have to kind of hit at before this will all come crashing down. So don't worry so much. You're getting the right things. He has defenses against some of this stuff.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what else there is.
Well, why have you been disguising yourself? And like a human,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, you know, the other form kind of intimidates people. Besides, I like having a collar I can pop, you know? And it's like khaki shorts. Is there a better fashion style in the world?
Yes, cargos are bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I love them. Maybe you're bad.
No. She's right. Cargo pants are
Okay,
just-
I've got a question for you. If you had nothing to do with this case, I'm really curious why you suddenly had enough interest to get us to try and defend Kara. Like, what was your connection to this case? Why are you involved in this?
Just wanted to make sure that this due justice was diligently handled. I consider myself a patriot in many ways, and I wanted to make sure that justice was done and that Kara had the proper defense.
I mean,
Surely you're going to be able to get her sentence reduced. Maybe you can claim trauma or some shit like that. I just care about the right person being accused.
But here's the thing: when we
Your
tried to-
Honor, I think we've clearly demonstrated our complete and total incompetence up to this point. There's no way that this man hired us to do good lawyering.
I agree. This seems like a suspicious choice.
and he kept telling us just to wrap it up, get the job done, but wouldn't tell us what he meant by that.
yeah, so just like full disclosure, we're pretty sure he hired us to defend Kara because he thought we would fuck up and fail, and now, as soon as it seemed like we were actually getting on the right track, I mean, this is circumstantial, I'm just gonna tell you, he started getting all threatening about do not, expose me in court, etc. This man hired us because we're crap.
You say, so that's your defense for why Kara should be found innocent is because I hired a bunch of bad lawyers?
Oh no, it's just
I mean-
it's just proof that you're a liar.
Yeah, we're
That's
just,
all.
yeah, just proving that you're lying about your reasons for hiring us.
Because you just said that
I get-
you just said that you wanted to give her the best defense, and so you hired us, and now you acknowledge that you didn't hire us because we're good. You hired us because we were for the best purpose of casting blame somewhere other than yourself.
And why would you, somebody who suddenly comes out of nowhere, care about her going to jail or not?
How do you even know who Kara is?
Yeah, why are you so interested in this?
Is it a crime to not do your due diligence when hiring somebody. I know there are websites for it on the SkellNet. I just don't check them out that often, you know?
You didn't hire her.
So, you know what? It's my bad. Should have looked into these guys before. I imagine they don't have very many 5-star reviews. But again, I don't think that's illegal. And if that's all the defense has, if they can't actually place me at the crime scene, then does it really matter? And I think we're done here.
We can place you at the crime scene because we've got a witness that we've got a skeleton witness that saw you, and the slime, the slime with the Z ring, the Z ring.
So your big defense is someone who thought they saw something similar to me, and an ooze who thought they ate something.
Why are you questioning us? You're the one supposed to be answering questions here, buddy.
I absolutely have an alibi.
What is it?
I was at my offices during that time.
Where are your
And you
offices?
could talk to any 555 Fake Street. It's a great location.
Judge!
But you could talk to anybody there, and they will confirm that I was here.
So what you're saying is your eyewitnesses totally exonerable. They're acceptable evidence, but our eyewitnesses, no, I can't believe them. It's just hearsay. How is that fair? We have witnesses that say that they saw you and they saw the ring.
Now, if you had some evidence that proves I was there, sure. But if not, I guess I should be going.
What's this?
And at that point, Damascus is going to slam his hand down and say, "Objection!
Oh shit.
Defense!
Yeah?
I need you to walk me through everything that happened that night. If truly our person of interest is not there, then they will not come up. But with everything you found, what happened during the spell to turn Six into a lich?" So try to think it through. The Six was casting a ritual.
Yeah.
Kara was in the room. She wasn't paying a ton of attention. And then Riku came in. And we know that the way the story was going was that Kara took the sword and used it, and then it changed, and suddenly it was Riku using the sword, and Kara used their true name to make them use the sword. That obviously isn't exactly how it happened, but that's clearly how the true culprit wanted it to appear.
Yeah.
Well, he... So then... I forgot what that red necklace thingy is.
Phylactery.
Yep, I want to go over really quick the pieces of quote-unquote evidence that there is. There's the blank piece of paper that you found out contained Riku's true name. There was the Z-ring that was dropped into the pool the night of the murder and was devoured by Ali Goop.
Who heard screams?
There's the ooze rod that turns Ali Goop into a sentient creature. That one's not really connected to this murder. There's the silver cage that you found in the pool afterwards. There's the phylactery that Six was going to use. There's Kara's spellbook, and then there's the murder weapon itself, the Vorpal blade. What were in those rooms, or which of those objects do you think were in the room at the time of it? And maybe some pieces will start coming more together. To explain clearly, it is not difficult for a high-level spellcaster to have gotten into the room seemingly out of nowhere.
My first thought there is, did the spellcaster enter the room, cast something like invisibility, a concentration spell, sure, but one that's easy enough to do, and potentially have to drop their invisibility in order to do something once they were in the room, which is why they were briefly visible?
And it wouldn't be difficult for said powerful magic person to also knock out Kara in a way that she wouldn't remember anything.
Yeah. I feel like when Riku was entering the room would have been a perfect opportunity for someone who is a high-level magic user to sneak in with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So potentially, like my first gut reaction here is 6 was casting the spell with Kara in the room. Riku entered the room, presumably followed by our invisible lich wizard. At some point, the lich has to drop invisibility in order to attempt to. There was the soul. The soul cage was in the room potentially to. The soul cage was empty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The soul cage generally used as a component for the spell soul cage.
Sorry, yes.
The silver cage, rather, yeah.
Yes. So potentially I'm wondering if that's why the lich had to drop invisibility in order to not be doing a concentration spell so they could try and cast Soul Cage after the murder is done. Use the true name to get Riku to do the murder.
And I feel like if you do the soul cage, then there's not really a way that anybody could go back and ask her ghost? I don't know how things work.
People can't contact Six's soul because her soul is either not responding or has been erased from reality. I won't make you do a check for it.
Yeah.
If a soul is put into a lich's phylactery, it's erased. It'll erase it and basically just turn it into extra lifespan.
Yeah, so Soul Cage would be a way of, like, hey, put the soul into the Soul Cage, then get it into the phylactery.
And destroy the evidence.
Because
Yeah.
who else? I'm pretty sure Kara would not be powerful enough to do that on her own. And she doesn't really have a motive if she was just like, you're a bitch, lady, and killed her. That's one thing.
there-
But why is...
Yeah.
Like,
Is there a way to find out if her soul is in that condom?
that's so good.
Oh man, Austin's not naming these episodes. They should definitely.
I know.
name that.
It's just fucking terrible.
No. As I said, once the soul's once 24 hours have passed, the soul is devoured and it's gone forever.
Okay.
What remains is just an essence to power things.
And who would benefit
But-
from nobody being able to get a hold of Six and erasing her soul? Somebody who
I mean-
wanted to inherit the tower.
Yeah. A lich who would be able to absorb that soul and hide the evidence.
Yeah.
So, defense. Do you have a piece of evidence that would be able to tie Zagdu to the murder scene?
This component used in Soul Cage.
What's that over there?
Little thing. It's used in Soul Cage. It's used for, absorbing powerful souls and then maybe, putting them in a phylactery to hide the evidence and to stop people asking, who killed you?
Oh, I mean, anyone who casts spells would have that, Gotta have soul cage on
Objection!
you. Support. What's up?
It's a pretty high level spell.
We are very powerful people, and none of us have this spell, let alone Kara or Riku, who are the only two suspects outside of you.
Also, you're a lich. That does make you a pretty prime suspect for Soul Cage user.
I mean, that feels a little racist towards me.
I mean,
I'm not
you
gonna
have
lie.
you have a necklace that you pour souls into via the medium of Soul Cage.
You point blank
Yeah.
told me to my face that you wanted to inherit the tower. And that afterwards, when we went back, you had been disposing of evidence as quickly as possible. And we got your soul cage, we got your stupid ring fucking story. Just give it up, buddy.
You stupid assholes couldn't just make a quick buck and be done with it, could you?
He's already rich, and I have some morals.
I have no morals, but I'm really interested in this plot having as many twists and turns as possible, and if we'd got Kara arrested on day one, that wouldn't have been many twists or turns.
And I believe in justice.
Well, do you believe in death? Because if I can't just win through the court system, I'm just going to waste all of you here. And Six is going to pull up his fingers. He's going to say,
You said
finger
six.
guns of death. Oh, sorry. That was a mistake. And Zagdu is going to pull up his fingers and say, enjoy being fingered to death, losers. Finger of death.
And
Nothing
nothing
will
happens?
come out. And he's like, finger of death. Finger of death. Why is it not
You keep calling-
working?
You keep calling us
forgot you
idiots,
can't-
but you forgot you can't cast in the courtroom.
What stupid idiot would make it so you can't cast spells here?
Hey, we keep paying attention. We had this conversation like 4 times yesterday when we wanted to cast Zone of Truth.
And Your Honor, I think we should press charges against them for attempted
Attempted
murder.
murder?
I agree.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, I used the stupid devil's true name, and I had him. And I had them slice Six's head clean off because you know what? Six was gonna become a lich anyway. It was one less rival to have to worry about, and I've got some prime new real estate. And I had to come back later because I apparently left a ring at the scene of the crime, and I wasn't gonna use it afterwards. It's all dirty, so I just dropped it and figured the ooze would just eat it. Who would know that your ooze is stupid and incompetent too?
Hey,
Don't you
don't
dare.
badmouth
Hey.
our ooze. Our ooze is
Yeah.
adorable. Love you, buddy.
Hey, Alley Goop.
It's good ooze.
Yeah. And
Whatever.
the only bad person in the room is you fucking idiot.
Oh, I'm aware, but I've traveled the multiverse gathering artifacts, killing powerful people, and becoming one of the most terrifying entities in all of reality.
I just
What'll you
realized
do?
as you started saying this, it's fucking Rick from Rick and Morty.
Oh, no.
This lich is Rick.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus.
Beep boop. This feels like a confession of guilt.
It is!
Yeah, that
Hey,
does sound like a confession.
Judge, do you have like anti-magic handcuffs you can just slap on this
Yeah.
fool?
Do you have like a lich box? You can just put the
Yeah.
liches in or something?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'll admit to everything. Everything you think and some stuff you didn't even think about. I did it all. It doesn't matter because I'm so powerful. Rules don't apply to me, dinguses.
well, why don't you-
There's no...
Why don't you try to cast some of those spells now again, buddy? Because it seems like you're pretty...
Yeah, the laws of magic seem pretty well in effect in here, at least.
I mean, for somebody who's so well-traveled and apparently knows so much, it's pretty fucking pathetic that you completely forgot how magic courtrooms work.
Just traveled your way right into this trap.
You played yourself!
Defense. Do you believe that this is the end of the case?
We hope so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good.
Prosecution, any objections? And Damascus is going to say, absolutely none, Your Honor. And then Dirt's just going to give a big thumbs down. So the judge will say, then a verdict is reached. Zagdu, the Lich, has been found guilty of killing Six. Your punishment shall be trapped in a mirror until you absolve yourself of all of your sins. And the judge is going to slam their gavel, and a small door is going to open up underneath Zagdu, and beneath him is a mirror that he begins being sucked into. And he's like, what the? What? You? No! You stupid sons of bitches! No! This is a... Ah! And he's just gonna start giving you all middle fingers. He's like, I'll come back from this! You can't keep me away forever!
No, but we can keep you there till your sins are absolved, and I mean...
we're gonna be long dead by then.
I'm gonna make the dismissive wanking gesture before he completely gets in the mirror, just so he knows.
I mean, I could probably have spent the entire Harkraven estate before that happens.
Fuck you! And then Zagdu the Lich is gone, imprisoned in a mirror. until they can repent for all of their sins.
So never.
And the judge will say, well, this has been an exciting case. I suppose we should do the formality, though. In the case of Kara Mitt, I find the defendant not guilty.
Yay!
Justice has been served. Swiftly.
It's too bad Norm couldn't be here to see this.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, where is he?
You see limping from the back of the courtroom, with bandages all over him, is a wounded, but still alive,
I thought you were
Detective
dead.
Norman Fletch.
It was real touch and go there, Angel. But I'm still alive.
You wanna go?
And ready for that date.
Yeah, let's go get some cake. Right? Do you like cake?
Well, no, you know.
Pie!
Well, yeah, pie's good. Pie's good. I just need to not eat anything too sugary. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow to get some things filed down.
Well, you don't gotta do that. Just because Magnus doesn't like it doesn't mean I don't.
You like my teeth?
Yeah, look at me. I'm a big, strong, beaten up lady, and like you're a big, strong, beaten up guy, and they look cool.
Even because they're so pointy
Yeah.
and so obvious.
Yeah, that's why I like them.
Hey,
Oh, beat down Betty, I love you.
Okay, let's go get married and eat some cake.
hey! When I do the podcast art for the story of all this, your teeth are going to be just as pointy as they are in reality, and people are going to love them.
Yeah, people love it.
You know what I've realized in all of this? We need a janitor.
We do.
Stink.
Well, you're looking for a janitor. I'm out of a job now.
And you know what would help that janitor?
An
It'd be
ooze.
really
What was
great
that?
if we had an ooze pit.
No, I could be that ooze pit.
Okay. Oh, our little office is expanding.
Just another victory for guns, puns, and justice.
I was gonna yell into the mirror. You're alone, and I have more friends and a boyfriend. Suck on that.
Meltdown May has begun. Who will be next?
Who, me? You? No, you sound worse than I do right now.
I started Meltdown May, and then it was Elon Musk, and now could it be you? Question mark?
What is his face is so puffy.
It's from all the union busting. It messes up your face. Don't do it, kids.
Be cool, I guess.
So we should probably have an update at the beginning of this episode, because if you're hearing this at the beginning of May, you might be confused about what's happening with the show because you didn't listen to Chris explain it.
Wrecked.
No, I don't know. People don't listen to every one shot. But season 7's still coming. This will probably also be on this credits will be on the first episodes of season 7 if everything goes to plan. So maybe this will be redundant, but the show is fine. It's still happening. It's just, and stuff. You know, we're in the middle of a global pandemic, and
Please.
Chaboy has been DMing every week for 5 years, and I was like, hey, Chris, do you want to do a couple more episodes? And he was like, I got you, fam.
Please, my Austin. He's so sick.
Do I sound sick? I feel sick, spiritually.
Well, I mean, you do sound a little congested for you.
For me? I don't know what that means.
That means you don't usually sound congested.
Okay.
And now it does sound like it. Credits.
All right. Executive producers for Meltdown May 2020. Joseph Timbrello.
I was like doing that because Extellers.
Jade, we can't do this for everyone.
No, I'm trying to speedrun this shit and I'm making it worse.
You really are.
Jade!
Brent, still every episode of Dice Funk Goatly. It's just occurred to me that I had more updates for Meltdown May, one of which is that Patreon messed some people's names up last month, so I apologize if that happens again. It's not me, I promise. They give me a spreadsheet. I can't do anything about it.
Devin! Conduit of Evolution!
Hold on. I had a
Never!
background noise. I was waiting. Devin, Conduit of Evolution.
Mine was better. John Madeira, Conduit of Caramel Lattes.
Nephis Decidia, a sheep with crushingly low self-esteem.
What does a sheep have to be insecure about? They are soft. They go meh. And they're soft. And they're
Those are
soft.
the two important things.
Yeah. Paul Mullen.
Composting Queen.
Rip Chip, human fighter and pal of Hark and Caleb. Eaten by a name keg.
Christman, casting Healing Word on Austin's Blissey for round 2. Well, at first I was like, oh, thank you, and then I got scared.
Faith and Valor plus wife Catwings, who just finished season 4 of Dice Funk and is loving it more and more. Thank you.
Thank you. Toshio Kuru keeps thinking they'll have until the 5th and missing the deadline. Okay, so here's the thing about Patreon, is it's a fucking nightmare. They could just be a company that's a box, and people put money in the box, and then other people take money out of the box. But instead, they took a bunch of venture capitalist money and then got real estate in the most expensive city in America. I have no idea why they keep fucking shit up. But okay, sorry. The 5th deadline is because that's when the stuff is processed, right? It's more confusing. I should just do it on the 1st. I'm sorry, don't yell at me.
Andrew Groffin.
No thoughts about Patreon?
I mean, there's a reason I haven't put one together.
Andrew Grothin.
It's all Andrew Groffin's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Belated birthday, Jamie, because Patreon messed up last month. Happy birthday, Jamie.
There's a theme, huh?
Oh my god.
Dr. Goatman. I'm excited for your Rammstein impression.
Du hast. No, I forgot the first do.
Uh-huh.
It's du hast. Bussy.
Okay, dang it. I was really looking forward to your Rammstein bussy.
No, I think it's funny. Bussy.
See, it's good. Francois V.
Hadron Master.
Hold up. Oh, God. Hold up. I know what a banana is, and that's not a banana.
Is it a penis?
Oh, I bet it is.
I bet it's a penis. Jaspel, sitting alone in the VIP.
JK, conduit of Shafir? Is that something? Is that a thing I should know?
I don't know what it is.
It sounds like something you would know. No, that's chiffon.
It's chiffon, which can be fabric or a type of cake. Anyway.
It's like the two Lauren things.
I love fashion and cake.
I know.
John
JK. Watt.
Oh, yeah, we already said that. Shafir. John what?
Possum Kingdom refugee.
Random conduit of Would you like a hug?
Sternad.
Vinny, currently dreaming of Austin's bussy cakes.
Z23619. Do you think anyone who...
Bussy, there were a lot of S's there.
Do you think people came into this show kind of late and they don't know where the Austin's bussy stuff started and they're just extremely confused?
God, I've been doing the credits for how long, and I don't even remember how it all got started.
Do we say Kevin Dobbins? Because Kevin Dobbins. Oh my God, we have to speed this up.
Plague Bucks for Patreon.
A gambling pig in quarantine.
Charlie Chocolate chuckled. You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
I'm almost certain we've had that one before, but it gets me so much. Obama chuckled. You mean the Chaos Emeralds? Pumpkin spice itself.
Robert Tuttle.
Anthony, patron of Dora.
Phi.
Morgan
Or
Rapp.
Haley Anderson.
Pinko Sock.
Back in the summer of 69.
Stefan, thanking you for your media delivered to grateful senses.
'Tis I. Zedster.
69, Spoopy 420, Sean by Lauren's Ludes.
A montage of Gothnific staring out into the rain.
A non-horny gift for Austin, and a very horny one for the Goblin.
A question we all need an answer to is Anne smarter than King? No. She's not.
No. A very much alive otter, wondering why Patreon reverted to a month's old name. I know, otters, I am also questioning this. You'd think Jack Conti of Pomplamoose, who owns this fucking website, would know how to send a fucking spreadsheet, huh?
A werewolf with a Chinese menu in its hand.
Abigail Grace.
How many times have I said, I wonder if the menu is a werewolf now, too?
We've made the same joke every month for literally years, and many of these names.
Good job, me.
And we're eternally grateful for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Abigail Grace.
Adrian Y. Subscribe to Austin's monthly Mustelid Facts.
Do you have monthly mustelid facts? What?
Aren't you getting the newsletter?
There's a newsletter? No, you're fucking with me, you fucker.
Yes, I am.
Adler. Adler? That's your name now.
Aftershock. Too busy planning an art expo to update Patreon name. Let me tell you, Aftershock, you didn't miss it.
Agent Hedgepiggle.
Aggressively weeping and eating ramen.
Oh no. Aki Savalainen.
Alistair Lutton.
No, what were you gonna say, Alistair? You're saying it weird and I can't remember now. God damn it.
Alistar?
Yeah, that's bad.
It's how you did it in Dragon Age.
It's how you suck my dick.
Okay, Alex Vepra.
Alexander de Vega.
Alligator snakefish.
I want to see an alligator snakefish. Would it be like a really long... It'd be like a snake-shaped alligator with fins? Somebody draw it.
Andrew Birmingham.
Andrew Craven.
Andrew Feggie, conduit of undervalued essential work itself. Yikes out there, huh?
Yeah, pretty hard out there.
But we should all come together and enjoy Fantasy Court in Season 7 to take our minds off the
I
world.
thought you were going to say mustelids.
Also, muscle. That's usually my coping mechanism.
Also, pinnipeds.
Mm-hmm. Anna.
Anna, conduit of procrastination.
Anon.
Antonio, conduit of snacks.
Arachnovolt, working on a plan to stop the murder hornets.
No, it's their planet now.
They're welcome to it, honestly.
Yeah. Archibald, Patreon, replace my last name with an old one. H Cactus.
Sorry, Cactus. Ariadne, conduit of joining your local tenants union. # cancel rent.
Oh, that's
they can't
cool.
arrest all of us.
I think they can. They have so many weapons. They have so many weapons.
There's not enough room.
I guess they should turn all the apartment complexes into jails.
Yeah, I mean, Arjun de Koning, to try to keep this. I know we're not in the good vibe zone anymore, but we should try to be near the good vibe zone.
Arjun de Koning.
Ash, the gayest bitch in the Midwest.
Austin Yorsky doesn't like lore because it's not enough like homework.
You know, funnily enough, lore is very much like homework, but it's not the kind of homework I like.
Who's like homework?
Lore.
Lore. I thought you said me. I was like, damn.
No, you are a ton of work.
Yay. Austin, still love that Skeksis voice. Isaac, conduit of gabble gabble gabble.
BDO Droid.
Becky Toothel, property of Janiac, toucher of Laura's butt.
BJ, if Lime dies, we all die.
B-Ray Echo.
No, come on, don't make me read this one.
I'll do it. For you.
Before we continue,
No, you didn't.
I gotta poop. Back in 5.
Big time Getty Lee, conduit of big time bass. Not bass.
Nope,
Not a fish.
bass riffs.
What if they played a big fish like a bass?
Yep. What if he played a big fish like a bass?
Bleaker.
Blue 6.
Boness.
Brady, conduit of murder, survivor of Lauren's massacre.
Great Relaford.
Bro Jimbo.
Butt chugging Clorox to kill coronavirus.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Not thinking about that. Buy your... Oh, no, that's one you wanted to do, huh?
April showers brought Jerry flowers.
Callum, I just want Austin to be happy, Turner.
Sorry, dog. Good luck with that.
Thank you for that. I didn't read ahead. That really caught me by surprise.
Cameron Abbas.
Candace, listen to Dice Funk Starling.
Cassette Blue.
Chief Beef Thief.
Chloe the dog, living her best life.
Hell yeah. Chris, conduit of bad decisions, Walling.
Chris from Ohio.
Christopher Shirelow.
Coffee Anons, the UN's premier secret coffee shop. Secret.
Secret. Coho Blast.
Quorum knows that we're supposed to call it Trials of Mana, but it'll always be second in Setsu 3 to him.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Sierra Saldana, prophet of R and Jesus.
Cthulhu, conduit of my fucking tentacles.
I didn't like the flavor you gave that one.
You
It made
don't
me
like
a little.
the flavor?
No, it was a little uncomfy for me.
Oh, you don't like the baby voice?
I am not sure I do. No.
Oh, Austin don't like the baby voice.
Cucumber.
I got lost making a cucumber. Dan B.
I like doing the baby voice to other people. It's very good. It's an offensive weapon, but I feel very defensive when it's used against me. Maybe that's karma.
Yeah.
Dandy Snuff.
Daniel Marsden, conduit of unnecessary consonants.
Daria, go freaking right.
Dawning Frost.
Dazaslost.
I thought you said sloth, so I had to read it again. Declan Sands.
Dennis Pancake Detlefson.
Dice Fuck. Dungeons and Dildos spin-off for dogs. No.
DM Tao, now I have to deal with player shenanigans.
Don Johnston.
Dorian, conduit of devotion.
Doro. Ooh, excuse me. I burped.
Dorum
Say it again.
Estra
Dorum
Gargatorum.
Mr. Gargatorum.
I just summoned a demon, huh?
I think I did. I did it better than you.
Okay. Well, it's your demon now, bitch. I don't know
Dr.
what you-
Isix.
It's not a competition. Dragon Nexus.
Dylan and Rillin. Or Dylan and Rylan. I have to do it every time. The dog. Listening on a lazy Sunday morning. Also, dishes.
Ebrand, traditional butt chug liqueur. Come on. Okay, that's the second butt chug one. I know, listen, we're all going through some stuff here in Meltdown May, but let's use the mouth hole, please.
Mouth hole.
Edward R. Jones the Fourth.
Sorry.
You're thinking about mouth holes, I know.
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
Iowalta?
Elder Dog.
Elderly Goose, conduit of meh.
Eleanor Nonante sees Periton, horned vampire lady with depression.
Aline, oh well, never was there ever a cat so clever as magical Mr. Mistopheles. Dun, dun, dun.
McCavity still slaps more.
Mr. Mistopheles.
He's a crimer.
He's best cat.
Elizabeth Jackalope.
Elusive Lily.
Emberlyn.
Emma, wondering how Patreon fucked up her name last
Listen,
time.
Emma,
I
we've already
don't know, Emma.
we talked about this.
It's a
Go
problem.
back up to the beginning of the credits. Austin goes on a rant. It's fine.
It's fine. And Diego Van Dane.
Erwin the Lagodek.
Evie, conduit of trying out new name in the credits.
Fair Majesty Empress Quintilian Galaxian.
Filmquisition.
Florian H.
Francois Arsenal.
Frank Sands.
Furry scum infecting the credits prison.
Gage, conduit of melancholy.
GCU _ nature abhors a white space. No spaces.
Gideon. Niue, a Japanese mythical giant tanuki with a monkey head, tiger's legs, and a snake for a tail.
Featured in the Megami Tensei games as a collectible demon or persona, the Niue.
Must be nice to know things.
Ginger beers.
Grapefruit juice.
Graffiti of the rhetoric.
Halju.
Harley the floral lyricat.
Harry gonna learn all of Austin's new lore this season.
No, I don't have any lore. It's not lore when it comes from me. That's world building when it's mine.
He puts the psycho and pyropsychotic and burns Patreon for screwing up.
Hey guys, it's Ashley.
Hollow woman full of owls.
I don't know if I'd like to be full of owls. I'd like to be covered with owls, but that's a different...
I would like my house to be full of owls. I'd kiss them all in the beak. It'd be very good.
I dread stairs.
Ian Morgan.
Isaac Curly Monkey Boy 107.
Excalibur, a real foxy on the internet.
I've made paper mache friendships. Regards, Mrs. Nesbit.
Jaden.
I think that scene in Toy Story when he thinks he's Mrs. Nesbit is a reference to something else, but I can't remember what it is. Toy Story is almost entirely made up of references to other things.
James Neely, conduit of aggressively unhealthy quarantine sleep schedules.
Quarantine?
Austin might know something. Quarantine. Shut up. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh, sorry, were you saying something about sleep schedules before I razzed you?
Yeah. Talk about yours, fucking madman.
Yep, it's damaging my mental health, thanks.
Yay, love to damage mental health.
Janiac, conduit of teledildonics.
J, essential worker Logan, conduit of queerness, mage of life.
Jealous goddess cosplay.
Jen,
Jess Veggie, conduit of veggies.
Joanna the wrench witch.
Joe G, LTE.
John Potts.
Josie, conduit of buffalo chicken pizza. Try a slice.
It is good. Jew man cracking a bussy open with the boys.
Okay. I shouldn't still be getting flustered by all the bussy talk. It should just be second nature to me now, but it does still get me. Julian, staring into post-apocalyptic futures.
Just a jester.
Josie, conduit of destroying gender. Now we're all goblins.
Yay! The goblin takeover has begun.
Jorgen, indie monster Winewick Ford, conduit of lactose intolerance.
Kai, conduit of no regrets.
Kaiji Firesun, redundant conduit of name redundancy.
Kiefer Lowe.
Caladri is clutching Mitzi, listening to Dice Funk to laugh rather than cry. That's why I asked Chris to do some episodes, because he's very funny.
He's very funny. Keller Automat.
Ken, conduit of finally writing this goddamn PhD dissertation.
Kidney, a beholder in a snazzy hat.
Killer Cotton Shizno.
Kiniku fan.
Kitty, sad grieving burrito foe.
Kobolds are better than goblins. Change my mind.
I think you're going to try to change people's mind in season 7, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a little gecko.
Corrito Prime, playing games on mute while I call costumers from home.
I think it's customers.
What did I say?
Costumers.
Oh, you know that's still a word though, right?
Well, yeah, but I just feel like it makes no sense in the context.
What if they're in the costume industry, Lauren?
Okay, Corito Prime, tell me if I'm right or if Austin's right, because I bet he's wrong, like always.
But if it was costumers and I just changed it without consulting you, you'd be like, wow, that was really presumptuous of you, Austin. So.
Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. I'm putting my nose right on the mic now.
Christina, conduit of escaping capitalism and dating a skeleton itself.
Criterion, exhausted from gestures vaguely.
Kyle Badsvik.
Kyle, conduit of drop good. Hold on. Kyle, conduit of drop good word.
Squidward. It's Squidward's brother. Drop good squirt.
Is he like that fancy squid that Squidward hates? I feel like he'd be like that, but buff instead of like wearing a smoking jacket.
Yes, exactly.
Anyways. Kyle, conduit of drop good word.
No, he did it again.
Why can't I do it? What is wrong with
What's
me?
drop good word?
Kyle, conduit of drop good wood in King Badass slash.
Now I'm going to have to introduce a character named Goodword to taunt you.
It's good. No, I'm trying to make it a squiddy thing again.
Lady Misfit, Dino Fact.
Shut up. Don't tell me about the dino facts again. Calling me out whenever I talk about the dinosaurs.
Yi Kui suggests dinosaurs developed flight more than once independently. I don't know what Yi Kui is. I assume a Chinese historian or archaeologist or something.
I don't actually want you to shut up. I do love the dino facts. Keep them coming.
Okay, Lauren, you keep reading. I'm going to Google this.
Okay. Larry Yelling NB. Also a host on Humans Hollering at News, which is a show that I'm on. Lars Onerth. Lauren's mom's duck, conduit of the Untitled Duck Game.
Oh, okay. Yi is a dinosaur. It's a specific dinosaur whose fossils suggest this information. No, I thought it was a person who suggested this. You know what I'm saying? Like a fossil can suggest something through evidence as opposed to a person saying it in a meeting.
Yeah, I know. I figured that it was discovered through evidence. I just didn't want to burst your bubble.
Damn. Owned.
Where were we?
I don't know.
Liam, conduit of filling my campaign with anime bullshit.
Liam, conduit of headaches.
Oh, Liam, same. Loopy Elephant, conduit of Austin's monthly mustelid.
What's the mustelid of the month?
Least weasels.
Okay. I mean,
Because they're so tiny.
yeah, they're portable. In these trying times, you need one in a hand. You got to put them in your little pocket.
You can have two.
Oh my gosh.
One
what-
in each pocket if you're wearing a jacket. And think of it, the possibilities are endless.
a breast pocket, and then if you're wearing a hoodie, you have 2 other pockets. They're all just filled with weasels.
And then a purse or like a laptop case or a briefcase. Oh my god. What if it was like a briefcase and there's like little windows in it and it's like a little bus and there'll be like 4 sitting in there and they're on like little stalls?
Yeah, I want to go to like it seems like a drug deal, and you have a suitcase.
I got
and
the good stuff. Open it up.
yeah, you got the stuff. You pop it open. It's just full of weasels.
We're so weird.
Lauren Cates, Patreon, Larry Squakingham. Is that Squawkingman? Oh my god. Lauren Cates, Patreon, Larry Squawkingman's Bozogs balking at bullets, and so should you. Oh boy. There was a lot in there.
Love you all, especially Chris, conduit of favoritism.
Everyone loves Chris. I've given the show to Chris. It's his now. Bye. You don't need me anymore.
Luco.
Ludovico Limited.
Thank you. Luke Powers.
Luther, the conduit of a button quail and a pear tree.
That sounds very cute. Manticore, Death Lord.
The Cult of Gorfanax.
Master Zemnahort.
Mateo Zanek.
Math Tiger investigates. Austin claims to be anti-lore, but he loves both Laura and Lauren.
That's not where I thought this was going. I thought you were going to call me out for adding lore, but it was just a good pun. Thank you.
It was very good.
Matt Collier.
Oh, yeah, it was your turn. Matt Lackett loves seeing NPCs pet the wolf in Okami. Good health to all.
Yeah, it's a cute game.
Matthew, listen to Dice Funkin's Neo Scum Schultz.
Maximum side boob.
Majin, conduit of 3D printing Dickosaurus for everyone I know.
Melbent.
Melissa the Dice Goblin is staying inside.
Michael Hall.
Michael Minkler, conduit of shouting Chris.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Midlife stasis, conduit of inevitability.
Miles, no more conduits. Also, Min, please.
See, not everyone's gotten the memo. People love conduits. They can't get enough, except for the couple people who have gotten enough. Modified Matthew.
Namita Aneskins, conduit of error.
Nicholas Dominic.
Nicholas McDonald.
Nick.
Nick Thetford, you're slaying.
Nonfinite.
Oh, Austin, you should follow my friend at Blackstone Mask. He won't touch your pussy. I'm so glad I heard that one because it actually is one of my friends.
That's the very low bar for my friendship is please don't touch my pussy. Oi, Austin. God damn it. Oi, Austin, well, I hate that. Should I use a fucking knife?
Only respect for my McQuare. Hashtag Zoe Fan Club.
Pie Robsherg.
Pangolin! Period. There's just a period there. I feel like it needs to be acknowledged. So it's just Pangolin.
Yeah, it's a very definitive statement. Parasocial Peter. Praying pleasures perpetually parade your purview.
Patrick Babcock, conduit of This Is Fine Itself.
Patrick Gifford.
Patrick Williams.
Please check my webcomic, ruinousfortune.com.
Pocket Sundial.
Pruitt Holcomb.
Puck Boy.
Rasmus Edling.
Razumi Yazura.
Remsiv.
Rob Dakin. Fighter Rob Nightkin.
Robert Chisholm. R.I.P. Lancelot. He got what he deserved.
Pouring out for Lancelot, but I guess not because he deserved it.
Oh my god. I guess spoilers. I don't read ahead, so you can spoil me on anything in here.
Ropun, conduit of extremely cute Shiba Inus. That's my favorite kind of dog.
They're very good. Rule 63, Bob Giaclone.
S. Kearney, press F for godhood.
You did.
You did.
Salad Child.
Sam.
Scarlet Eyes Yuri.
Sean Lyons Burke, conduit of deleted Patreon names.
Oh, so you did it. We found the culprit.
It's his fault.
Simmons, conduit of Harder Slatty.
Sergeant Rattlebones. Oh God, the Easter Bunny is slaughtering us. Send help!
Easter was last month, right? Or did we move it forward? Did Jesus say it was okay for it to be in May now?
Well, maybe he's slaughtering everyone because we didn't do Easter right.
Oh, and this is like a message from the front. It's like Civil War time, so we haven't gotten it for a while.
Yeah.
I lost the plot of this metafiction.
Shane Sedgwick.
Shane Ware, conduit of hedonistic pansexual polyamorous switches.
Simon Lee, conduit of Chungus, bearer of Dinkus, minion of John Con.
Simon Rasmussen.
Sin Milk Tom.
Sir Octopus, conduit of chivalrous cephalopods.
Slime King Mike. I said Mipe almost. Hold on. Slime King Mike, conduit of subjectivist beef. Wait, what?
Beef.
Slime King Mike, conduit of subjectivist big beefy illicit titties.
Spaghetto Hearts for Final Mix HD Chain of Sleep Prologue.
Sporeman Zero.
I don't want it anymore. I don't want to read the credits.
Do it. Do it.
Don't make me read
Do
the
it.
credits, Lauren.
Read it. Read it.
Stank pussy smelling like Cool Ranch Doritos.
Starlight Glimmer did nothing wrong.
Steven
Martinez.
Martinez. Read as condescending SpongeBob. Don't read that or that. Fuck. It was like landmines. I just kept getting blown up.
Starlight Glimmer did sorry, I got distracted by all the parentheses.
Cyretha says check out the last unicorn novel and movie.
Tab of the Spokes.
Tales of Inquiry.
Talon Nasty, Quarren Queen, conduit of living in constant fear that I've met you before and utterly embarrassed myself.
That's extremely possible. It's not a big city.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's very small.
I think you would know if you saw Lauren in person, though. She's very tiny, like microscopic, and very blue.
Green. I'm not blue.
It's
it's not. I haven't been blue in a long time. So I was at your house the other day. How did you forget my hair color already?
Many cultures don't have different concepts and words for blue and green. That's why they call them blue lights in the stop sign or in the traffic lights. Did you know that? Huh?
I knew that you could suck my dick.
Teraflops.
No response to that.
No.
Your feelings hurt.
Yes.
You don't have to suck my dick. Teresi Pyro, transing June Egbert.
I like you had to call it off. Like it was a life debt.
You sounded so sad.
Did you say Terezi?
I did.
The murderous mongoose who's secretly standing directly behind you.
The precursor.
Titus.
Titus. Sounds like a funny way to say titties.
Oh my god.
Tim Lutton.
Toby Gleason Stack.
Tom Bowers.
Trees They Are Us.
Trevor S., the Goblin Teacher.
Shanus.
Universal Toby.
Using motherfucker.
You're getting like all of the bussy ones this month.
Using locate creature to find Austin's pussy.
Victoria Melito, conduit of quietness.
Ward Van Open.
William Vinky.
Ziphosaurus.
I read ahead. Yam.
You expected a patron, but it was me, Dio.
Zoltar, the Viking death metal caterpillar. Conduit of retribution. I'm taking this one too. ZZZ, okay, I guess a bunch of people had this idea. Oh well. Okay, you got the other one.
Because you wanted me to read this one?
Yep.
It's parentheses, Austin finger bangs you, close parentheses, Patreon tier when. That's not a Patreon tier, first of all, because you can't exchange money for it. Second of all, because it's called twitter.com/Austin Yorsky at DMs.
Oh, so you're trying to finger bang the fans, Austin.
I'm not trying to, I'm just saying that's where I'm just saying, if you were interested in that service, that's where you would go to my DMs.
You heard it here first. Pay him money, he'll finger bang you.
No, I specifically. Oh my god. I mean,
I hope the law school doesn't listen to this.
you know what's funny? A lot of people have said over the years, I've been doing content on the internet for like 10 years. I've had a lot of people say that, like, oh, I have a crush on Austin or whatever, but I've never had a genuine DM slide. But now that I've said this out loud on a recording, it's absolutely gonna it's gonna happen now, but only in troll ways. It's sad.
See, I've had a lot.
It's your business model.
Even before that.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, fine. I didn't know it was a competition, Lauren.
Well, it is, and I won.
You certainly did. Have they just been regular hetero slides, or have you gotten finger bang slides?
Oh no, it's neither. It's more. There's very rare hetero sliding into my DMs, which is honestly what I prefer.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Beep. Stop the recording. What's going on here? What kind of slides are you getting, dog?
Gay ones?
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's good. I love it.
Sick. Cool.
Okay,
Okay,
read
we're
that.
back into the show. Beep.
Read that thing.
Huh?
I need you to read that last one because I don't got it.
Oh, it's just Rain Zukas, conduit of messing with the format, and they've put an infinite amount of like Unicode shit between every letter, so it looks like
I thought it was a Patreon messed up, but no, they did it on purpose.
Yep, they've certainly fucked with the format to get at the end of the list and make it look like it's something that would summon a demon, which is a theme. I completely got lost in the fingering talk, as is usual for me. Where are we in this credit recording? Let me check. Oh lord, 37 minutes, completely unacceptable. Not gonna happen.
Check out all the links in the episode description and give us money.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redo the entire credits. Thanks a lot, whoever
we're
sent
not.
in the finger banging question.
We
You've ruined
certainly
it.
are not redoing the credits. I will kill you. I have plans.
Ooh, look at me. I have plans. I'm Lauren.
Yeah, exactly.
It's quarantine. Stay inside and pet your cats.
I can have plans at my house.
Okay. Yep, the links are in the description. It's, it's an unusual time. We very much appreciate your support if you can give it. Thank you very much for being understanding and cool and sexy.
This is why they keep talking about your... I almost said cocking about your pussy.
Cocking about my pussy. Damn it, too bad we don't give credits episode names, because cocking about my pussy would be very good.
So good. Oh, Lord. Well, have fun cocking on people's pussies, everyone.